Bum, ba-dum, bum, ba.
Wait! Why, hello, everybody that's out there on YouTube. It's your boy, Maxwell. Hello! Coming at you with another video review. And in today's video, we are going to be taking a look at the Transformers Generations War for Cybertron Siege Titan class Omega Supreme with his partner Micromaster Countdown. Now here we are, and there he is. And one gripe I have about it, at least with my copy. First and foremost, as usual, we take a look at the packaging, but I no longer possess his packaging because in amongst my move, boxes needed to be gotten rid of, and his was a big box, so his made the chopping block. But moving right along, here we have Omega Supreme and little Countdown right over here. Take a look. He's just so cute and adorable. Speaking of him being so cute and adorable, well, first off, take a look not at the big main event, which is to be my 200 subscriber special, but we are going to take a look at his tiny little partner buddy, that of being the Micromaster Countdown. And here we have him in his vehicle mode. And he turns into a little roller of sorts. And he is cute and adorable. And as you can see, he's got all kinds of nice detailing all about on him, on his legs and stuff, on his what will be his legs. It's got just all kinds of detailing all about it. The backside, underside, it's visible syndrome, but what can you expect? So yeah, nice, cute, and tiny little dude. Transformation for this guy is fairly simple, fairly straightforward. Oh, before we do that, he does actually have a couple play features in his little roller dune buggy mode. Obviously, can roll about on here, go do, you know, got all that features and stuff like that. But another cool thing that he can do is if you take Omega Supreme and you open up this front section here, move these cannons out of the way, bring that down, it reveals a ramp on the inside of the tank, which we'll get more into that as we're later into the review. But you can take little Countdown here and just kind of, there's a couple tabs on here that he just kind of sits into, and then you can close that up, and voila, he is stored in the tank. If you don't want him out, if you're displaying this in the base mode, in this big base mode thing. Personally, however, I have Omega Supreme displayed in robot mode, and little Countdown is in his robot mode on his shoulder. Get that. Close that up. Speaking of getting little Countdown here into his robot mode, let's quick do that. So to do that, we're going to first off start off by taking what will be his legs, as we kind of mentioned, bringing them down and bringing them around. That will untab these tabs, which serve as his heels from his bum. And take his satellite dish, which is on like a soft ratchet. Just bring it all the way down. Untab his arms, and they kind of just big tab into the little slots on his arms. And just bring them down, like so. Turn them around, and there you have little Countdown in his robot mode. And he's cute. A lot of detailing on this little dude. It's actually quite impressive. With him, there's a lot of other playability features and stuff. Obviously, having it positioned around on the base and whatnot. If you got more little Micromasters, like say your Rumble and Frenzy combo and stuff, you can have him do stuff with them and whatnot. But yeah, he's just a cute, tiny little dude. One cool play feature in this mode, if you so desire to use it, is his playability with the rocket mode. And we'll just adjust our camera so that way it's facing upward. Whoop. You got that? Compartment on the rocket opens up to reveal a little command console, which we'll get a closer look at that when we're looking at in detail at that. But you can take a little countdown here and stick him on the inside there and have him manning that, and you can close that up. And if you're playing with the rocket, you can just have him go whoosh off. Whoosh, 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 because this is a big rocket. This is a big rocket. Whoosh, back into base. Whoosh, back into base. So yeah. Got all kinds of cool, fun play features and capabilities with that, with a little countdown here. In fact, he also has another mode of sorts, but that's more for the big giant robot mode of Omega Supreme. So, let's take a little countdown here, put him off to the side, and now let's focus on the main event, that of being Titan class Omega Supreme. And down. And to get things started off with, we're going to start off by taking a look at the tank mode. So here we have the turret and tank of Omega Supreme. And it's a cool, pretty nice updated version of his Generation 1 tank mode. Now, I personally do not happen to own a Generation 1 Omega Supreme tank, or Omega Supreme just in general, so no comparisons for that as such. And I mean, technically speaking, the only comparison I'm planning on doing is with his arch nemesis, my last full review of Titan class Devastator, but that's not till later in the video. So, but yeah, here we got the tank of Omega Supreme, so let's take a closer look at that. A lot of nice sculpted and molded in dealing. Nice big Autobot symbol tampographed onto some translucent plastic. Nice bits of yellow on the turret. Nice big red cannon. Nice little smaller cannons. Nice tread detailing, and all around just really cool. Very nice. The back of his head. Yeah, just all around really cool, very nice. He has two big rolly wheels, which will allow him to roll on flat surfaces, which is very nice. As a lot of reviewers have pointed out, and I will showcase when I get to that part of the review, he is too big for the main track section on the big base. So that's a bit of a shame, but what you gonna do? So yeah, now he does have a few turrets, obviously. You've got these two turrets right here and this big one here. And one of the big things is that he did come with blast effects. I will not be taking these out of the packaging for storage purposes, but I do happen to have one of Hot Link's Battlemaster blast effects, so you can see that just how well it all fits in there. Obviously, not big enough for that, but you know, it's my channel, my rules. I usually don't even show this off. So, yeah. Articulation for the turret. The big turret can go up and down as well as these ones. It cannot rotate unless if you undo like the head and then it'll rotate. But then you're kind of undoing everything. So, yeah. Got that going on, but what you gonna do? Can't complain too much. Yeah, both of these go up. And yeah, all kinds of cool stuff there. So now that we're done taking a look at the main tank section, we're gonna go from here, looking at the rocket. And this thing is huge. Like, it's tall. I mean, just simply for a quick comparison, here's Combiner Wars Devastator next to the rocket. Look, he's short, he's skimpy, he's tiny. Although, you want tiny. That little dude, he's tiny. He is tiny. So, yeah, that's just simply how big and how massive the rocket is. And so let's get in close so we can take a look at some of the detailing. Nice silver for the nose of the shuttle. Coming down here. Nice detailing throughout. A little singe marking here for being blasted. Nice bit of red here, located here. Nice detailing all throughout. It's pretty cool. Here you got the big bottom thruster part. A lot of nice detailing in on here. These landing sections, which will be Omega Supreme's claws, are made out of a translucent orange plastic, which might scare some. Personally, I take good care of my products, so my toys and stuff, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. And the nice thing is, because these are all on ratchets, you have a lot of flexibility with how you decide you want them splayed out. I usually just do like a few clicks out and call it good and set it on your table as such. If it's in rocket mode. Usually, like I said though, it's not in rocket mode. I usually have him in robot mode, and so it's his big claw. Because I said I'd show it off, we'll open up the cockpit here so you can see lots of nice molded detailing of a computer screen and a command console and stuff on the inside of the rocket mode. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Get that all closed up and stuff, and yeah, all around, yeah, pretty cool. My biggest complaint personally, and part of the reason why he's almost never in his vehicle modes or base mode or whatever, is because of the fact that it doesn't. Oh, would you look at that? That's the first time I've gotten that to tab together solidly since I bought him. You gotta be kidding me. Of course, it's on camera. Now it wants to work with me. Ugh. But hey, I mean, I guess that just comes down to each is his own with his own fortunality. So, moving on then from looking at his big giant rocket mode, let's now take a look at his base mode. And this base mode is actually pretty good. A nice updated, modern interpretation of Omega Supreme's base, where you don't have it completely coming apart into these so many different tiny little sections. The main ramp here is a nice cream color. He's actually got a couple little ports on his what will be his legs, but are on these transitional pieces for blast of showing off blasting damage, and all around a lot of nice molded detailing throughout that. And let's take a close here, take a look here at the back of his back, because that'll be covered up when we get him into robot mode. A lot of nice detailing there. And on the front side, we've also got a lot of nice molded detailing. You got some big old missiles. They don't come out. They're just kind of stuck in there. But all around, a lot of nice molded detailing. And you can take count down here. You can have him inside the base. You can have him doing whatever. You can do whatever you want. It's your toy. Do what you want with it. Another cool, nice feature with him is that he actually has these little sections here that flip out. So if you got the Earthrise, like battle shielders or stuff like that, or if you have Voyager hoist or grapple, I think it's hoist, or hauler from the Legacy Velocitron line, or Optimus Prime's trailer and stuff. A lot of connectivity and capabilities with this whole set, which is really cool that they decided to incorporate all of that into a toy. It really is cool. I think even Scorponok has that, but I personally don't have Scorponok. So now, for the sake of it again, we'll get all of his components. Not working again, see? Back into shot and frame, and technically these wheels are big enough for the ramp piece, but you can see his treads are just way too big, way too long, so yeah. And then we'll get a little countdown here, put him right there, and we'll just raise up the camera a little bit, and readjust a couple things, and yeah, here we have them all together again as one big giant vehicle base thing in little bot companion. It's really cool, very fun. Yeah. Oh, I'm exhausted. You exhausted? I'm exhausted. But this review is not over yet. So, now on to the big main event, that of transforming Omega Supreme into his big, giant, colossal vehicle mode. So, let's get into that. So first off, we're going to want to separate all the components, bits and pieces. And what we'll do is we will work from the ground up, literally. So, to get started, there's this little panel section here. You want to take that and kind of flip that up. So that way then you have clearance to rotate that on heavy ratchets around, like so. From there, we're going to take these ramp section and we're going to disconnect them from what will be his legs. And underneath here, we got these little sections that are going to fold up. And these will collapse in on each other, where you got some tabs and slots and stuff that you'll just put together and stuff. And give that a nice squeeze. And there you go. There you got one of his fin wings all done. Same on the back side. We're going to take this other one off, flip down the parts, fold it all together, give it a nice squeeze, and there you got another fin wing all done. I'm going to take this and put this off to the side. From here, we're going to take the main base part. We're going to take these tiny little ramp sections that are here, collapse them down, and wrap them around the leg, like so, on both sides. And they do have a tab that's going to go into a little slot. So that'll hold that all nice and securely. And this little base section here, whoop, flip up. That helps to give him a little added stability and stuff like that when he's in his base mode. From here, we're going to bring his legs down. Straighten out his knees. And there you go. There you got that section all done. We're going to take that and we're going to bring that back down. Yeah. Okay, so from here, we are going to work on the rocket ship section. So, to start off with, we need to crack it open. And these will just open up on a couple of double hinges, like so. And then from here, this section here will open up like so. Move. And it's on a series of hinges and stuff right in here. So you want to move these so that way they're like this. Take these sections here and collapse them in like so. from here, you want to take this lower section, extend it down, take this section, and this upper part of the fuselage will go up, and this section of the and the nose cone will collapse in like so. Okay, and now with it being oriented like this, we're going to bring the big body around, and we are going to adjust my camera up so that way you guys can see what I am doing. Now with the section of it facing where you got this rounded section facing downward, and actually before we do that, there's a lot of nice multi-detailing found just simply within this part. That's pretty cool. I love all the added attentiveness to details and stuff like that that they put into these toys. Anyway, sorry, off topic. Take this section and we'll just put it into here, and you will hear it click, lock into place. From there, you want to bring these up and bring these down. And then from there, you want to take his wings, where with this one, with the tab facing this way, you want it to go on here like that. And then there's a slot right in here. Take this and slide it into place. Same with the other one, but then on the other side. And then that will have those in place. From there, you want to adjust this armature here for the backpack of him. And what will happen is there are two tabs, these two tabs here, that are going to go into these two slots right in here. And that holds and locks all that into place. None of that's coming loose, none of that's coming apart. So I'll turn him around, and now we'll just take this claw, we'll close that up, and then we'll just bring these down like so. And now we'll work on the tank section. Okay, to start off with, we want to take these turret sections, bring them up, and then we want to untab this little section, this tab here from a slot right here, and then just bring this whole turret section down. This clip here will go into this slot here, and that will just lock that all into place like so. From there, you want to open up this section again, take the turret, rotate it around 180, and bring it around and in like so. So that way then you got the turret in here like so. From there, close this all up like so. Take this whole head assembly section. Oh, wait, actually, we want to leave these open for now. Reason being, almost totally spaced it. When we bring this section out and down, we want to then bring these turrets down, and then the turrets down, and then they will bend at these sections here, and they will lock into place there. There's like a little clip section here on this here that's going to go into this slot here. So do that. Do that, and then we'll close this up. Come around here to the back of his head. Grab the turret, little head turret thing, and then from here we just slide them into place. And this clip here, is going to go on to the clip right back here. And so just clicks into place. Bring this section up, and this will tab into place right in here to lock that all in. And then you just take these sections here bring them down, and there you have it. There you have Omega Supreme, all transformed up and in his gigantic robot mode. Whew! That's a workout. That is a workout. So, let's get in close here so we can take a look at his detailing in robot mode. Here we got his face. It's all domed, and there is a little section on the top of his head here that allows for light piping on his eyes. So they go a nice bright orange when exposed to the right light. That's pretty cool. Coming down. It's heavy. He's a big, heavy boy. Oh, I forgot. You want these little ramp sections. I want to take these little ramp sections and flip them in. Yeah, all around, very cool, very nice, big, beefy, chonky boy. Because that's what he is. He's a big, beefy, chonky boy. Articulation for this guy features a swivel at the head and an added adjustment here, so that way he technically could have a neck if you pulled his head up, but I think that looks weird. But that allows for a little bit of upward looking, and he can look down a little bit. Arms can go out all the way, and at the shoulders, they rotate. So it do a full 360, but the wings get in the way. He does have elbow rotation, and he does have a bend at the elbow with 90 degrees of bend. And on this side, you have a wrist rotation for the claw, and his claws do open on ratchets here, and then they also have just a little bit of a slider joint here, so you can do all kinds of like grabbing poses and capabilities with that on this side. Now, just this other side, I mean, he does have rotation, elbow bends, but that's it. And this technically turns, but that's more from parts being loose. He does have waist rotation on a heavy ratchet. Whew! Legs can go. Legs can go forward that far. Can go back that far. Ugh. Out. Full splits. He does have ratcheted thigh rotation. He does have a soft ratchet knee bend with 90 degrees of bend there at the knee, and he also does have ratcheted ankle tiltage to about that far. Like I said, he is a big and beefy and chonky boy. Put him off to the side. And for quick size comparison, here he is with his shelf mate, Titan class, Combiner Wars, Devastator. So you can get a sense of scaling there. He's taller than Devastator. There you go. There you got that. And for another comparison, count down his Micromaster buddy on his shoulder. You see how he looks there. Yeah, he's a tiny little boy. He's a tiny little guy with a big dude. Big chunky boy. Now, before I forget, I said that there was an added capability with this guy in his vehicle mode, so we'll quick get him transformed up. Normally I would do this off camera, but since it's so simple and so straightforward, there you go. Yeah, like I said, he does have an added capability and play feature with Omega in robot mode. And what you got to do here with Countdown is you untab his legs and you bring them forward. You bring them up. And then you take his arms, you untab them, you bring them forward. I want to make certain his satellite dish is out. So that way then his wheels aren't on the ground. You flip out this little peg. And he's got a couple ports on his shoulders. And you can just... plug it in. And he's a satellite dish add-on thing for Omega Supreme. Which is cool. Personally, I just prefer to have him in his tiny little robot mode and on his shoulder. So there you go. I think that just about does it. Yay! Woo! There you have Titan Class Omega Supreme. Oh, this has been a long overdue review. And I want to thank you all so much for your patience with the channel. We've hit over 300 subscribers in my absence. And so I'm just so happy. I can't believe we're actually at this point. Thank you all so much for all your support for the channel. And please be certain to be patient with me as I'm getting back into the groove of things. But starting with not the first, with this being the second Friday of the month, every Friday now will be Maxwell's Reviews Fridays. So, stay tuned for that. And I know some of you are also going to be wondering, whatever happened to We Build Wednesdays with the Lego Optimus Prime? He is long since done. I just had some free time one day. I built him. Sorry, but he will have his next... he will be the next review after the arc. So please be certain to stay tuned for that. And yeah, I think that'll just about do it. So if you like this video, please be certain to leave a like. And if you're not already, subscribe to the channel and click the bell to turn on notifications so that way you are notified when I upload new videos. And also, don't forget to check me out on social media. Of course, there will be links in the description down below. And so, until next time, everyone, again, subscribe to the channel here. We got a little spot here. And check out this video here as well. All the support helps the channel out tremendously. And so, until next time, everyone... Camera photo!